Did you see the swimmer, right? The swimmer?
As much as I can. I try to focus on my swimming, what I need to do to get ready for my races.
So for 11 years, this record stood, and one young woman she was going to break it by 1/100th of a second. She was going to do it. And then this guy comes along, nice guy. He broke it by 38 seconds.
Quick video going out to Coach Shelton with a big shout out to Coach. Sadly we been in big tech prison, Coach, so never could drop the video we said we'd drop. But to get to the point of this video, we caught Coach on a live few months back when a topic of transgenders in sports came up.
Oh, 10 players, you're not blocked.
By the way, Coach, we tried sending some in several times on you live and nothing showed up, so that's what the block comment was about. Didn't think you blocked us, just figured YouTube was playing games. Though it could have been just a temporary glitch, but nothing came up for none of us. Probably really was just a glitch, but when a big tech platforms play so many games, not only is it natural but wise questioning everything. Especially since we've been shadow banned, which we know's no glitch. That's another video, but before we get into this we want to make this clear. We got nothing against the LGBT community. And since this just a quick video, we may dive deeper into the transgender topic on a psychological game. Especially since there's other levels to this, from political, scientific, social and religious to spiritual. Not to mention a fact it's infallible, all of these levels experience evolution. Nevertheless, on a live few months back, Coach quickly happened to touch on a topic of transgenders participating in sports on his channel. Whether or not it's fair was the question. So he was trying to tell Coach about a transgender story, however due to this being one of those unique tongue twister stories, shit wasn't easy explaining in the live chat box. You might have actually heard of this before, Coach, since it happened a few years back, but there's a point of the story and how it relates to the topic as a whole. Farce these unseen people run in our system goes. Yeah. Unseen, we said. Yet fans never asa hear their fucking voices though, do they? They too fucking busy worried about ours stead of the ones fucking up they life. That's cause it's a planet of suckers. That's hoina fucks private business people need to be trying to get in instead of us. Cause they damn sure into yours. Anyway, topics transgenders in sports, so the major issues men becoming women then performing in women's sports. So we got these male or female transgenders participating in women's sports and bus into women's asses. The questions is a shit fair. Which is what Coach brought up. And don't none of you transgenders get a shit scrambled. Coach was cool with no judgment, he just quickly touched on a subject. Last thing we need some LGBT people attacking Coach cause they ain't listening properly. Motherfuckers always wanna beef bout someone and betcha ass they'll fabricate fake shit out of thin air just to do the crap. Nevertheless, we gon' keep this simple though, since there's lot more to this issue than just claiming someone's transgender. Like chromosome testing XXXY, even a breakdown of a human cell and what a cell actually is, cause it ain't what people think. But points the male or female transgenders been smoking a chicks' asses in women's sports.
The swimmers that are getting absolutely clobbered are afraid to say anything because they think it's politically incorrect.
More than being politically incorrect, they probably don't want to get thrown a fuck out of their own sport. Not to mention censorship, pin of fake fact checkers will come up with some non-factual crap they'll claim's a fact. Funny how when you punk the fact checkers they never return to tell you they was factually punked for not having a facts. That's cause that's a fact they don't want y'all knowin's a fact. And that's a fact. Nevertheless, the male or female transgenders been kicking a women's butts in women's sports. Which y'all should know's not a first. Renee Richards was competing against women back in the 70s, so this shit's nothing new. Just amped up since Obama's terms, now Biden's got it exploding off the charts, kicking us new retarded policies.
Protecting the rights of women.
Really?
For our LGBTQ plus Americans, let's finally get the Bipartisan Equality Act to my desk.
Bipartisan, huh? Yeah, he gon' take away actual born females' rights to protect those who weren't. This stuff's equal a Biden. Hey, how about a birth given contest? Biden's so stupid he probably thinks the born males'll win. Yo, Biden, did men give birth to the transgenders or women? Why not just create transgender swimming? Apparently there's not enough of them, since less than 1% of the population's transgender, so Biden's logic is take away female equality of a majority for a extreme less than 1% minority. Personally, we think Biden got a fucking fetish.
I want you to know that your president sees you.
Yeah, he see the less than 1% of born males who wanna be females so much he gon' take away the rights of more than 99% of actual born females for less than 1% who weren't. Somehow it adds up to equality for this brain dead idiot. Please impeach this dumbass mofug as soon as possible so he can be done with his retarded fucking crap.
Equality Act.
Yeah, XX gon' compete against XY according to Biden. Nevertheless, Renee Richards, so far's only transgendered we know, professionally competed in both men's and women's tennis. But a coach. Bus it? This where Mac Begs comes in. Don't know if you heard the story before since we wasn't clear enough in a chat box. But in 2017 Mac Begs was fucking a girls up on a high school wrestling team win in a state championship. Yeah Mac was schooling 'em. Whipping on 'em chicks. Bussin' 'em asses. Smashing 'em a fuck up. Went 57-0 that year and remained undefeated in an X. Wrestling ain't MMA, yet imagine a mixed martial artist goin' 57-0. Lucky's fuck if you go 10-0. The twist here however and why this stuff's a case-by-case basis that ain't always black and white's this. Mac Beggs was a male who was born a female. Not a other way around. So this story's a little different than male or female transgenders performing in female sports. This is female or male performing in female sports instead. We ain't judging and kinda respect Mac since Mac was born a female who really wanted to compete against boys. The issue here's the politics. Mac really wanted a tougher road fighting dudes, however he was told he was born a chick so had to fight chicks. So if you born a chick transitioned into a dude you gotta fight chicks. And if you born a dude transitioned into a chick you get to fight chicks. Basically you're fucked if you born a real chick. And no one's running a system making these rules be stupid. Cause even though Beggs was born a female competing against females, he was on hormones 2 years before that. Basically Mac was just a fucking gills going against other born females who weren't. That's the deal, coach. Not to mention dealing with a chromosome issue. Some of these females born XY while some of these males born XX, and lot of people ignorant concerning how biology works. And XY on a juices like steroids 2.0. In a professional fight game that's not allowed. We view the shit as same here. Basically the problems women's sports whether a born male or female or a female competing against females while on male hormones. Why we bring up Richards? Cause Richards was born male and when tested he was XY. Cause there's rare times when a male's XX, however there's times when a female's born XY. Initially we was gon' ask how you deal with a situation like that, however explain in a twist in a chat box was a bit much. Farce we're concerned this ain't playing cards, chess or a game of pool. Meanin' opponents come in a sport with the same tools. Like in a ring it ain't one guy wears gloves the other brass knuckles. Man a man, woman a woman. Just cause two vehicles look the same don't mean they got the same shit when you pop the hood. Though it's obvious most these vehicles don't look the same. Perhaps that's why this dude don't look too happy. One wants to ultimately say they got the better mind cause that's what sports is really bout in the end. Nevertheless you still need mutually equivalent tools. That's why in fencing one ain't got a fencing foil while the other a fucking chopstick. Doesn't mean a born female can't beat a male or a female can't beat not a female on male hormones. Same way I might be jussin' and you might be clean and knock me straight a fuck out, so what? That shit still ain't fair to you even if you knock me out in the first round without getting a scratch. So whatever credit you get you deserve double. We gon' cover this a little deeper on another channel. Cause the psychological mind-body connections where it gets deep. Shit's unfortunate all transgenders can't hear it whether they participate in sports or not, however sadly very few if any will, so it is what it is. By the way coach, we've been in court in big tech prison so wasn't allowed to upload. But there's a new twist to this transgendered shit. You may already heard bout a shit, but if not, the new twist's this. Transgendered male or females can't compete in female cycling and swim unless they transitioned before the age of 12. Basically they wanna chop off the penises of a bunch of lil boys. As track and field bane one of yo specialties, we wonder if you feel the same should go for running. Or feel that way at all. Though this bout lil more than sports. We talkin' making someone's life a happier one, or potentially destroying it. They also seem to think 5-year-olds should determine their entire future, including what they'll be doing, thinking and feeling as adults.
Because I want it to be a boy.
Personally, as we said, every situation's a case-by-case basis. And that decision's a lot easier for a girl who wants to be a boy as opposed to a boy who wants to be a girl. One's losing a vital piece of equipment they ain't gon' get back, while the other can change their mind and go on living happily. But the ultimate deep side's this. Was a gay guy. Never liked nor desired a female from birth. Well, one day this guy sees this chick wearing tight Dukes of Hazzard Daisy type shorts, booty half visible. Clocks a body. And a shit was looking hot to the motherfucker. Dude couldn't figure out why he suddenly had never before desired craving. Brudda wasn't on drugs, taking hormones or nothing else. Just had this craving with no idea why. We on the other hand know exactly why, coach. Apparently this is an arena these decision makers have no conscious awareness of nor ever touched. And never will. They think genetics, DNA and all external and internal physical aspects of a person's the cause of what they are. Wrong. It's a result. The result of what? Is the question. And it's unlikely any 5-year-olds gon' know the answer. After all, adults who specialize in these fields don't. But that's another video. One we probably ain't gon' never do. By the way coach, we been in court and ain't had time to do no videos. But we gon' chop it up on a bullying topic. On a psychological game. You know. 'Cause it's a psychological issue. We also gon' ask your advice on something you far more knowledgeable than us on. So respect a coach. Link to coach in a description. And until a next one. Peace. We out.